Hey guys, what is going on? Today I finally got my hands on the Umidigi A5 Pro. You guys have been asking for this one. You've been begging for me to review this, and it's finally here. Let's get right into the unboxing. Alright, so we have the typical Umidigi box. They use this for almost all of their phones nowadays. So the unboxing experience is the same as all their other phones. We also have this, their thank you message, which is pretty nice to see. Alright, SIM ejector tool, a manual. Ooh, and here we have the phone itself. Alright, so we have the same case we got with the Umidigi Power. And let's peel this off, and that is actually glass. Alright, let's peel this off as well. Okay, oh, there you go, now it works. We do have a pre-installed screen protector. I'm going to leave that on for now. And first impressions, this phone feels very, very premium. We have a glass back and what feels like aluminum on the sides, and very, very clicky buttons. Alright, first impressions are great. Pretty sure that third camera is fake. We're gonna see that soon. Alright, and let's power this on. The chin doesn't look that big. That notch, however, is tiny. It's even smaller than the Umidigi Power. And this, as we can see, the chin is manageable, and this is a truly bezel-less experience. That notch is just tiny. I have never owned a phone with a notch this small. Alright, so I'm gonna set this up and get back to you. Alright, so the phone is all set up. I haven't installed any apps yet because we have this software update that I am going to install. But before we get to that, I just want to say how bezel-less this phone looks and how amazing it looks. We have very minimal bezel. We have a chin over here, but that shouldn't really bother you because this phone cost me $96, and for $96 you get all of this 6.3-inch beautiful display, and this is one of the best LCD displays I have personally ever seen. Like, I am not joking. Like, I'm moving it to the sides. The colors are very clear and accurate. At first glance, this could be even mistaken for an AMOLED, and I never say this on these type of phones, but the display, it's just gonna blow you away. Like, this is gonna be great for anybody. Now, one thing I don't like is that we have a micro USB. What were they thinking? This phone was almost perfect, and they gave us a micro USB connection. But I'm gonna be honest, guys, for the people who are gonna buy this phone and use this as their daily driver, it's not really gonna matter to them. As long as it has a port and it can charge, no one, like the average consumer of this phone, I don't think they're gonna care about this that much. Especially considering that everything else about this is premium. We have aluminum sides, a glass back for this $96 phone. This is amazing, guys. Alright, so before I update, I just want to see. Alright, so we have the May security patch, and we're gonna update, and we're gonna see if we get a newer security patch or not. Alright, so after updating and unlocking, we have this weird issue. The phone seems to be froze. Okay, no, I can do that, but okay, now we'll get snapped out of it. Okay, that was weird. Probably Umidigi glitch. And now we have okay, we still have the May security patch. So I don't know what really changed. I didn't read the changelog, that was my bad, but it doesn't really matter. Probably nothing important. Alright, so we're gonna go to the Play Store and download a few apps, and first impressions, this phone is quick. For a processor that's a few years old, this phone does a great job. I am just shocked. So I'm gonna download a few apps and get back to you. Alright, so let's go to Knife It, the favorite game we love to play to test out phones in this price range. Alright. Alright. That is a very good experience so far. This game runs excellent. Alright. There was literally zero lag. That was the smoothest experience I've ever had on a phone this cheap, I think, at least. But the experience is very nice. And it's so good, I'm actually going to test a more power-hungry game. It's called Wind Rider. Alright, so let's see if this is laggy at all. Alright, so yeah, it is pretty laggy, but for the price and the specs, this phone actually does pretty well. I mean, this game is playable, but on the higher end phones, this game would run flawlessly, even at 60 frames per second. So right now, we are not, I mean, yeah, don't get me wrong, the game is playable, but it's just not the frame rate that it's best to be played at. But for the price, really can't complain. This phone isn't gonna be for heavy games at all. Alright, now before we move on to our other tests, we are gonna do a Geekbench run to see the raw capabilities of this chip. Alright, so that took a while, and we have a single score of 821, multi-score of 3526, and these scores are pretty low, but actually not that bad for the chipset itself, the Helio P21. And to be honest, the phone does feel way faster than what these show, so this does not translate to real life performance in any way, shape or form. So now we are gonna test the speakers, and this I'm really excited to try out. Alright, let's try to find something more upbeat. Maybe this. Alright, so I think I heard enough for now. So the speaker isn't that great. I mean, it does get loud, but we do hear a bit of distortion when the volume is all the way. And the quality, I guess it's decent, but not the best I've heard. Alright, let's go to the camera now. And let's see, this is Umidigi's custom camera skin, I guess, on top of MediaTek's camera software, because we do not see here anything special at all. We do have a watermark feature that we're gonna leave on for the sample pictures. 16 megapixels, and again we have free cameras. I don't know what this does. They all look real to me, but they could be fake. I'm not sure what the deal is here. Alright, so let's take our first selfie. Okay, let's take some pictures outside now. Alright, this is full HD video on the Umidigi A5 Pro. Sunny day. The pictures they took before, I don't have high hopes for. Also, the autofocus is really bad. I have to focus on the screen in order to take close-up pictures of flowers and other close-up objects. And this is... So yeah, let me know what you think of the video. Okay, this is front-facing video on the Umidigi A5 Pro, also Full HD. And I'd say, I mean, on first impressions right now, as I'm looking at it, it does seem alright. You guys be the judge, because let me get back to the sunlight. Okay, let's get to security features. So we do have a fingerprint sensor, and it is not the best we've seen, and let me demonstrate this. So as soon as I tap it, we have a vibration feedback, which I'm personally not a fan of. Let me demonstrate again. Okay, now it's pretty fast, but before it was slower. Yeah, see? So it's accurate, but it's not the fastest. So the fingerprint sensor is more than enough. It's accurate. It recognizes my finger every time, so that's good. An accurate fingerprint sensor is more important than one that doesn't work at all or barely works. And over here in the settings, we also have face unlock. So we're gonna enroll a face right now. All right, let's see how this works. Okay, not bad. Wow, that is quick. That is very, very fast. Let's test again. Okay, now that I'm behind the camera, it's harder for it to detect. But when you're gonna be holding your phone normally, this is gonna detect your face just fine. It's fast, accurate. It's just unbelievable what they've done here. And before, on these previous phones, the face unlock would be so bad, but here they actually nailed it. Okay, so is this phone worth it? Now at first I thought it wasn't worth it because it has a really old chip. It's from like 2 or 3 years ago, maybe I think 2. But to be honest, that doesn't bother me at all. Like, the performance of this phone is just fine for $96. And today I think you can get it for even cheaper, because soon this phone should have a flash sale. And the phone is snappy. This phone is very fast, it's snappy. Umidigi has done a great job. Also, the build quality is great. But what might be a deal breaker for you? Micro USB. This does not have USB-C. But the rest of the specs are great. We also have a 4150 mAh battery, so battery life should be great. So should you buy this phone? Yes, absolutely. If you're looking for a budget phone, this is basically a budget king. But if you want a way better phone, you can get one for slightly more money. You just gotta look. You got stuff from Xiaomi, you got stuff from Samsung. But this does take what Xiaomi and Samsung did and delivers it to you for a much cheaper price. So this one is pretty much worth it. I think you're gonna be very happy with it if you're not used to like flagship level phones that are really snappy and all those flagship features. And thank you guys for watching today's video on the Umidigi A5 Pro. The music you've been listening to this whole time has been done by a YouTuber named Lucifer. You guys should check out his music. Link is in the description. Let me know what you think of his music, if I should keep using it or not. See you in the next video.